The iPhone 13 is finally getting an even smaller notch on its brand new 120Hz screen being supplied by Samsung that I want to share all the details with you about. We also have for you the latest on the iPhone 13 release date and price and a summary of everything we know so far. Hi, it's Matt here. So in 2021, this year, we're expecting the release of the iPhone 13 or even the iPhone 12s. We have had the first Apple event this year called Spring Loaded that showed us the new purple iPhone 12, also the upgraded Apple TV and those new AirTags, also the newly designed iMac M1 and of course the brand new iPad Pro M1 as well. But as you guess, we didn't see any new iPhones. But not to worry, we have the latest news about them and when we're going to get our hands on them. So let's get started with the release date. This year in 2021, we're expecting an end September, early October launch of all 4 iPhone 13 models. Now right away you're probably wondering, how on earth have we got to this conclusion? Well, it's quite simple and logistic really when you think about it. Let's do a quick summary of how we have got here by doing a tiny summary of the last 10 years of iPhone model release dates. If we go way back to the iPhone 4S in 2011, this classic iPhone came out on October 14th, 2011. Then skip a year to 2012 with the iPhone 5, it was September the 21st, 2012. Then let's skip a few years ahead to say 2016 where it was the iPhone 7 and the 7 Plus release year where we had a release date of September 16th. Then in 2019 we saw the release date of the iPhone XS or the XS on September 21st and the XR or the XR on October 26th. And last year, for example, with the iPhone 12 models release dates, they were from October 23rd to November 13th. Now mainly you can see the release dates have been an end September to end October, with the main exception of last year where it was a bit unusual for the iPhone 12 due to COVID. We had a bit of delay on the release of the models. However, if the pandemic dies down, we expect an Apple event in September for the iPhone 13 models with a release of mid-October compared to the delayed launch what we had in 2020. We will also see other events for other Apple products like the MacBooks, iPads, Apple Watch, AirPods and loads more. And if you want more info about these products, do check out my other videos on this channel and make sure you hit the subscribe button, notification bell to get the latest news on them. For price, I'll get onto in a mo for each of the models. But first, let's talk about that new leak of the smaller 120Hz Samsung screen with a smaller notch. A video from Unbox Therapy reveals a high quality model dummy which apparently is going to be the iPhone 13 Pro Max, and then it's compared to in terms of appearance and size against the recent iPhone 12 Pro Max. There has been rumours to suggest that the front notch display could be possibly disappearing completely, but it looks like it's just going to be getting smaller, which does mean there would be more room for icons on the status bar. Apple is apparently now able to make certain components smaller and is going to push the earpiece up into the bezel of the phone to allow the shift for a smaller notch. Face ID isn't going anywhere, but this time round it could be joined by Touch ID via a sensor embedded under the display. As for the cameras on the back of the phone, we're expecting a variety of upgrades here, and also there's going to be LiDAR sensors being pushed out across the whole iPhone range, not just the Pro models. We're also going to get improved telephoto lenses as well. The ultra-wide cameras on the iPhone 13 are set to be the best that Apple has ever put inside a smartphone, so it makes sense that the size of the camera modules could grow a bit. With the width and height of the dummy unit seen here compared to the Pro Max of the iPhone 12s, the thickness does seem to have increased ever so slightly, but this could be to accommodate a bigger battery or even the slightly thicker 120Hz screen that's going to be supplied by Samsung. But first, a quick word from our sponsor today. As a person who buys my software mainly online, one place I always check for discounts on software keys is cdkdeals.com. CDK Deals is an official platform selling official Microsoft keys, antivirus keys, game keys including Steam CD keys, Origin CD keys, Uplay CD keys, Xbox and PlayStation memberships and prepaid cards. You can order a card or key within 10 seconds. In fact, right now if you have a PC or a Mac and if you're looking to set up a Windows 10 virtual machine on your Mac, you will need a Windows 10 key. CDK Deals are offering a 20% off discount on Windows 10 and even on Office 2019 and Office 2016. All you need to do is use the links I have left in the description below, and when you come to the basket, all you have to do is enter in my special code of MTT to get a 20% discount off. The code will be sent to your email address, and then you can use the code, for example, to activate Windows 10 once received. Again, all the details are in the description below. So next, let's talk about the iPhone 13 model prices, and the best way to do this is give you a summary of what we know so far for all the models. So let's begin with the smallest iPhone, what's going to come out, the iPhone 13 mini. It will have a 5.4 inch LTPO OLED display, what is different from the OLED display what's been in the iPhone 12s. It will have a resolution though of 2340 by 1080, and it will be a 60Hz refresh rate screen. It will come with the options this year with 128GB, 256GB and 512GB. There will be that new A15 Bionic with 5G connectivity inside it, 4GB of RAM, and the main body will be made out of aluminium. On the rear, again, just like the iPhone 12, we will have a dual camera setup. The prices start with the base model of 128GB for $699 and go all the way up to 512GB for $849. Moving next onto the iPhone 13, it will have a 6.1 inch LTPO OLED display, and its resolution for that will be 2532 by 1170, and again it will have a 60Hz refresh rate display. Again, the storage options are very similar to the 13 mini, 128GB, 256GB and a 512GB storage option. Again, we'll get the A15 Bionic with 5G connectivity, 4GB of RAM, aluminium body, dual camera setup on the back, and this time for the base model, the 128GB model, it will start at $799 and go all the way up to $949 for the 512GB storage option. Next is the iPhone 13 Pro, and things start to change a bit here. Again, it will be a 6.1 inch LTPO OLED display, and it will have a resolution of 2532 by 1170. However, this time it will come with a ProMotion 120Hz refresh rate display on this iPhone. The storage options are changed a bit as well. You'll get 128GB, 256GB, 512GB, and also for the first time a choice of a 1TB storage option. There'll be an A15 Bionic again inside with 5G connectivity, 6GB of RAM this time, and also the body will be made out of a stainless steel frame body. On the back, you'll get a triple camera setup and LiDAR sensors similar to the iPhone 12 Pro, and then for the price, the starting price for the 128GB model will be $1,049, and then the new 1TB option at the other end of the scale will be $1,549. Then moving on next to the iPhone 13 Pro Max, it will come with a 6.7 inch LTPO OLED display, and the resolution of that will be 2778 by 1280. Again, it will have that ProMotion 120Hz refresh rate display, and again the storage options similar to the Pro. It'll be 128GB, 256GB, 512, and also that new 1TB storage option. Again, A15 inside with 5G connectivity, 6GB of RAM, the stainless steel frame body similar to the iPhone 12 Pro Max, and again a triple camera setup and the LiDAR sensor again like the Pro Max for the 12. Storage options start for the 128GB at $1,149 all the way up to the 1TB option, what is $1,649. And that is a summary of the model so far. As per usual, I'll be keeping you updated of all the details of all the new iPhones up until its launch time. So don't forget, if you have liked this video, to press the like button, and of course to hear the latest iPhone news, Apple news, reviews and comparisons, please do hit that subscribe button followed by the bell. Until next time guys, see ya!